Hey everybody, it's Laura again. Good to see you. This is Nutrition Power with Spanbauer. I am doing a segment today for you from my girlfriend Sam. Sam asked, what is the difference between frozen and fresh? Doesn't matter. And I'm going to throw the question right back out at you, and I'm going to say, when you go to the grocery store, do you think, nope, I'm going to get fresh because fresh is best? Hey, that could be like a little slogan. Maybe I'll go into marketing. No, okay. So you might think fresh is best. Well, based on studies, and again, because it's my big thing, it is my big thing, there is a study listed at the end of this in the description area, and you can check out the study. It was one of the ones that I found that I thought was pretty comprehensive, so check that out. But as far as average time consumption for food that is purchased, whether it be fruit or vegetable, the most nutritious is frozen. Yes, and it is frozen because when items are being picked to be frozen, they're picked, they're processed, they are flash frozen, so they retain all of the vitamins and phytochemicals that are available. Not until you have the cooking process happen will there be a change in any of the vitamin or even mineral content. So at least until the point of food preparation, you have the maximum amount of vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals available in that particular food. When we talk about fresh, and I'm going to throw this out there, that if it is a farmer's market, if it is your own garden, if it is something that has been picked fresh, that's a whole different story. Yes, absolutely. You are getting the most nutritious aspect of that particular food that is possible because it is, you know, that it was picked probably that morning if it's at a farmer's market or if it's at a local vendor. So that is something to, you know, keep in mind. But when you're at the grocery store, and I'm not bashing grocery stores, but bear with me. All right, I'm going to put this is my little display. I live in New York. If I am now, right now the growing season, it's the middle of what, February, or it's the beginning of February. The growing season here in New York is like nothing. So if I want celery, it has to be picked out in California, say. So here is my celery. Oh, it's been picked. Okay, now it's going to go to, I love this, the processing plant, where it is washed and then it is bagged and all that kind of stuff. And then, I don't have little kids anymore, so I don't have like any trucks. So all I have is this little Corvette, because Skylar wanted a Corvette when she was 16. So my husband, the comedian that he is, he's like, here's your Corvette. She was not humored. Okay, so I'm gonna stick. So now from California, okay, we're gonna go west to east. From California, my celery is falling out. My celery is now, whether it's train or it's truck, whatever it might be. If it was, say, something coming from South America, it would come up by boat. But now it is driven to either a local distributor or it's driven to the grocery store, where it is then unpacked. And then, I'm going to say Bobby and Sally unpack it, and then they put it out for display. And then I, the consumer, come in, I see the celery, I purchase it, I bring it home, and then we put it in our crisper drawer, and then it kind of sits. So as far as like a banana, yeah, this is what our banana looks like. It's not fresh. The celery's pretty good, but it's not fresh. So taking that whole amount of time into consideration, from the time that it's picked to the time that I'm finally consuming it, a lot of vitamin degradation has happened. So you're not going to have the utmost, top-notch, no matter how it's handled, amount of vitamins and phytochemicals available, just for the sheer fact of the time. And time is, you know, time is really the enemy in that particular situation. So, you know, that's what you need to consider when you are purchasing any sort of fruit or vegetable. Where is it coming from? Where do you live? You know, do the math. Finally, we're going to talk about canned foods, and canned foods are right up there with frozen because they are picked ripe, they are processed. What you need to remember is Sometimes sodium is added to canned vegetables. So if that's the case and you have a condition where you need to not consume a lot of sodium or you have restricted sodium intake, then you're going to want to wash that particular vegetable, put it in a colander, and you can rinse. That'll reduce the amount of available sodium, or else just buy something that has no salt added. The next thing is that for a lot of fruits, the skins are always taken, not always, the skins are often taken off. Well, that's a fiber source. So now you've changed the nutritional content of a particular food by taking away the fiber that's naturally available. So another thing to consider. And then finally, sometimes heavy syrups are added to canned fruits, and that can affect the caloric intake, the overall sugar that you're consuming. So remember all of that when you're making these different purchases and you're at the grocery store. Carbohydrates, fats, proteins, all that stuff is coming up. So look for it. Thanks. See you.